Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So this is my 29-gallon swordtail community tank. I used to call it my 29-gallon sailfin molly and swordtail community tank. When I set this up, it was the purpose of getting the mollies for the first time, because around that time I was getting excited about sailfin mollies, just watching other videos of them with the males displaying their big sailfins. They were really cool looking. So up to that point I had never kept mollies before, and now all the mollies that I got when I set up this tank, I had 2 males and I think if I recall 5 females. They've all since died. But after 5 days of getting them, one of the females had babies, and I do have 1 left. So this is one of the babies that was born. So it's 2 years old now, and that's the last molly in my possession. And this is one ugly molly fish. It has bumps and lumps and tumors and whatever's wrong with it, but it had been that way for a while. I mean, it just gradually gets uglier and uglier. And there's a powder blue dwarf gourami, and it never really grew to be full grown as an adult molly. Would expect it to be bigger than this, so it never really grew up very well. So it did have 2. It did have a sibling, two that survived. This one, is 2 years old. The other one, I don't know, maybe a year or so, a little over a year. I don't remember how long ago that one died, but that one got, pretty much kind of like this. It just got lumpy. I think it has to do with just bad genetics. Even the duration when I had the adults, they didn't really do that well. They seemed kind of sickly. I'd look at the tank, sometimes they'd look sickly, and then after a few days then they'd look just fine, and they'd kind of look sickly again. The males never really displayed their swordtails very often, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to get them, because just, like I said, having watched videos of them, I thought they were cool looking, and I wanted to get them for that. But I do believe these are not true, pure sailfin mollies. They would have been, there's different types of mollies, different species, and I believe they would have been crossbred for color. Like this is a black, this one's black, but I think the regular wild sailfin mollies are more green, or even just kind of pale, don't have that much bright colors. So yeah, this is the last molly. It's gonna just live out its life in here. After it dies, I don't plan to get mollies to replace it in this tank. At some point I would like to get some sailfin mollies tried again, but probably not crossbred hybrid mollies sold at the ones that I got at my local fish store. I might try to order some online, some natural wild ones, or even if captive bred, but genuine, actual, whatever the species is, but sailfin mollies. So I might add them to the 84-gallon tank when I do set that up. That's where this roseline shark is going to go. I have had plans of getting an 84-gallon tank for a long time. I do now actually finally have it. Haven't had a chance to set it up yet, but some of the swordtails in here are going to go in it, and I'm sure I'll bring in a Siamese algae eater. So what's in this tank right now? that's the last molly. One ugly molly fish it is. There's the roseline shark, one by itself. I have another one that's in a quarantine tank right now, intended to go to the 80, actually two in the quarantine tank right now, intended to go to the 84-gallon tank when I set that up, along with some more that I want to get. I'm excited to get a group of those. So, and then there's some zebra danios in here, harlequin rasbors, penguin tetras, the swordtails. There's, you can see there's, this is one of the original males that I got from my local fish store. This green one with a sword, the male, was born in this tank, as well as that one. And there are some, I did actually just see some swordtail babes in here. Not many are surviving. There's not a lot of cover, and with all the fish they don't survive and avoid predation. But a few of them have, like I said, these were born in the tank. Also have, not out and about. There's Pandagaras. There's a Pandagara in here, just one that's going to be moved to another tank. I put it in here because I moved recently, about 4 months ago, and had one of my tanks, my 30-gallon, I took all the fish out of that and spread it over other tanks, but this is going to go in a 40-gallon that I have. There's Pandacoridoras in here also. There's two smaller Siamese algae eaters. There's also Neocaridina shrimp in here, cherry shrimp. There's a ton of Malaysian trumpet snails. There's one, a bunch of them all over the place. On the piney wood here, all throughout the substrate. They kind of blend into the substrate. Oh yeah, there's a cluster of them right here. Yeah, so though, as far as mollies go, that's going to be the last molly in here. Though I do want to also set up another molly tank. There is a warm spring called Rogers Spring. It's about an hour outside of Las Vegas, and it has mollies in it. It has mollies and Texas cichlids. So I've been wanting to set up a tank to, for those mollies. I want to drive out there and try to collect some. That is one ugly molly fish. Yeah, I think it would be pretty cool to have a tank of fish that I caught. So that will be coming up. I will make a video of it. I can't say I know when I'm going to do that, sometime after the summer. I think it'll be pretty awesome. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for the 84-gallon, which I'll be setting up. But yeah. So this is my 29-gallon swordtail community tank. Down to the last molly, who's going to stay in here until it dies, and get molly tank no longer. Alright, well that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.